Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I welcome you to English grade 7 video lessons. This is your instructor Zia Hamid. I hope that you're doing well, you're enjoying good health. My dear learners, we are dealing with grade 7 unit number 2. You know that, and we will be talking about the topic, the title, etiquettes of travel and transport. This is unit number 2 and the theme is travel and transport with the sub-theme of traveling etiquettes. So I hope that you have thoroughly read the lesson. Now let's talk about all the lessons, the video lectures and the SLOs that we are going to cover in them one by one. Now, but first let's see a very simple and quick short overview of the lesson that we have learned. So this unit explores the multifaceted world of travel and transport, focusing on the critical role of traveling etiquette in ensuring smooth and enjoyable journeys. By understanding and practicing proper etiquette, travelers can enhance their experiences and foster positive interactions with fellow travelers and locals. So, my dear learners, this was a very interesting lecture. I hope that you have enjoyed it. And now, after this quick overview, let's talk about our lecture number 1, which is on the SLO of identify, apply and use apostrophe with nouns in reading and writing. This is our grammar's SLO. We will be looking at our keyword, which is apostrophe, in our students learning outcome. So we will be identifying, applying and use apostrophe, which you are already familiar with nouns in reading and writing. We will be seeing it in both reading and writing. So this is a very short, quick lecture. Now, let's talk about our next lecture, which is lecture number 2. The SLO that we will cover in this one is identify and differentiate between sentences, clauses, and phrases. So we have 3 things over here: sentences, clauses and phrases. We will define them with examples, read them one by one, and we will try to identify what is the difference between these 3 because they are often confused. So this will be a very interesting lecture as well. Now, with our lecture number 3A, we have a vocabulary SLO. It says use dictionary or thesaurus to locate guide words, locate entry word, choose appropriate word definition. So my dear learners, this SLO, this lecture will require you to have your resource materials, either it's a dictionary or a thesaurus. We will be able to identify the guide words. We will locate entry word in the dictionary or in the thesaurus, and also we will see how we can choose the appropriate definition of all the definitions that are in front of us with the right context. So I hope that you have your dictionaries. If you don't, then you can get one. Now, let's talk about our lecture number 3B. It says use dictionary or thesaurus to identify pronunciation with the pronunciation key, focusing on the consonant and vowel sounds. So my dear learners, again with our lecture number 3B, we will be using our resource materials, either it's a dictionary or a thesaurus. We will be looking at how we can identify our pronunciation of any word with the pronunciation key that is given along with the entry word, and we will focus on the sounds, either it's a consonant or a vowel. So this will be very enlightening lesson for you. Let's move on to lecture number 4, which is also divided in parts. This is lecture 4A with the SLO of identify fact and opinion. For example, based on beliefs, assumptions, generalized statements, and correct use of imperative language. So my dear learners, what are we supposed to do in this lecture? We will be seeing that how we can differentiate between fact and opinion. We know that facts are based on truthful statements, and truth and opinions are based on beliefs and assumptions. We will see generalized statements and correct use of imperative language. So this is the breakdown of our SLO for lecture number 4A. Now let's move on to lecture 4B. Let's read this SLO together. Recognize features of an effective topic sentence using specific words and vivid verbs. Discuss a larger text to recognize each paragraph as a separate meaningful unit of expression with its own topic sentence and supporting details. My dear learners, this is about the topic sentence, the constructing of any paragraph. We know it's divided in different parts. So we will be seeing the topic sentence. Also, in the supporting details, we will be looking for specific words and vivid verbs. Also, we will discuss a larger text to recognize each paragraph as a separate meaningful unit of expression. We will see how a paragraph is a complete thing on its own, and the topic sentence and supporting details that we talked about. So this lecture will be about this one, and with our lecture number 5 divided in different parts. This is lecture 5A. In this one, we will be covering the SLO, apply knowledge from listening to viewing and responding to text for different purposes, including arguments and discussions. For example, in the context of enjoyment and understanding of other areas of language learning. My dear learners, again, this is about listening and having a good communication skills. You will be seeing listening, viewing, and responding to text for different purposes, including arguments and discussions. So you will be just the way you communicate with others, you will be communicating with the text, with the lesson that will be in front of you, and you will apply all these techniques to have a better reading skill. Now we have lecture number 5B. It says it's divided in 2 SLOs. Let's read the first one. Write a simple descriptive composition giving physical description and characteristics or traits of a person or object or place, moving from general to specific, using correct pronunciation, complex vocabulary, and spelling by using the process approach, brainstorm, mind mapping, writing a first draft, and final draft. The next one, we will be following the steps of the process approach to plan for writing a paragraph, brainstorming, structuring, mind mapping, using a variety of graphic organizers, free writing, note taking. So my dear learners, this is about the competency of writing, and we will be seeing the process approach of writing, which has several steps. Also, we will be seeing that how we can write a simple descriptive composition, and we have all the we will be learning about how we can describe things in an effective and efficient way with physical description and characteristics, whether it's for a person or place. So we will be seeing all these things in our 5B, and now this is about all the lectures and the division of SLOs in our video lessons that we will be planning ahead, and you will enjoy each lecture as much as I hope. So let's see you on the other side. Let's see you on lecture number 1. Until then, Allah Hafiz.